We have team coverage here on Fox 13 News Live at 5 on unemployment and how it's affecting Utahns. Elle Thomas reports on how the heavy demand on food pantries and the Utah Food Bank is outpacing donations.
But first, Max Roth is looking at how Utah and federal leaders are now able to pay for all the unemployment claims. How are they doing that, Max?
Well, you know, Kelly and Bob, we are talking about the standard state unemployment program, not the extra $600 or the pandemic relief for gig workers and the self-employed. Those are both from the Federal CARES Act.
The Bureau of Labor keeps track of how well state trust funds are doing. The Unemployment Trust Fund comes from employers paying in during good times so the state can pay out during tough times. So this report you can see is from 2020, released in February, right before the COVID-19 closures. Utah does very well in this report. Utah has $1.17 billion in its trust fund. And what the federal government says, the Department of Labor, that 1.67, if you're above 1 on this solvency scale, that's where you want to be, because a 1 or above means the federal government thinks you have what you need to make it through a recession. But this recession we're going into is particularly deep. So the Tax Foundation nationally is keeping track of how all the states stand in terms of unemployment claims and funding. And here's where they have Utah. This gray line here, which is right between 20 and 30,000, around 25,000 was the average weekly unemployment claims for during the Great Recession, 2008, 2009, 2010, that time, which was pretty bad. Utah was way down here early this year. The green are the new claims and the blue are the ongoing claims. And as we had the shutdown, there are 5 weeks of such steady and precipitous climbs. Boom. That were well over 100,000, far more than quadruple, or at least more than quadruple where we were during the Great Recession. And this is the Tax Foundation's grading of the states compared to each other. We're number 10, doing real well in terms of those funds. Except, and these are the latest numbers, April 18th, that's what they go to, that 30, that's the number of weeks that Utah could continue to pay out at current levels. 30 weeks, a little more than half a year.
Well, because Utah has maintained a solvent trust fund, the state could borrow more money at no interest from the federal government if the trust fund runs out. But that was just unthinkable. Running out of over $1 billion in about 7 months, something no one expected just weeks ago. Live in the newsroom, Max Roth, Fox 13 News. Utah.